for the side of Fredit Brion, it is going to be the jungle Viego. Set will go to the top side of the map. So everything ended up being very flexible to the last second, and then it became very obvious where everyone was going to end up going.
At the moment, but we'll see whether Beryl is going to continue his abyssal diving onto the enemies at level 2 and all of that fun stuff that we have seen from him. And of course,
Lava
looking for an option here in the mid lane.
He doesn't know. Lava doesn't. No 6 though.
Yeah, Q is going to connect as Canyon gets in underneath the turret, but they're just going to get some extra damage. Lava down to about 300.
But my guess is like it's theoretically possible. I just don't know if it's efficient.
I don't know either. No stun is going to land here from Monty as in goes Delight. Safeguard to try and get Canyon out of there, but Shockwave is going to come through, and that is first blood very comfortably. Showmaker now in trouble also, and he'll go down. And yes, the Rift Herald is spawning, but maybe, just maybe, the bottom lane's just gonna die.
They have that Realm Warp, and there it is.
Yep, in goes Showmaker. He's gonna dive right in. The Cannon Barrage is there, so theoretically there's even 5 down here. Henna's also dead. Lava's teleported in, but maybe he's just a donation as Showmaker outside of turret range now trying to just fight him down. The Rune Prison is going to be there. The Shockwave lands onto absolutely no one, even if it had have actually gone off, but no, Lava had died too early anyway. As Damwon Kia, I mean, yes, they're theoretically trading 2 plates, but they trade it for 3 kills, 2 plates of their own, and maybe even more.
Yeah, they are going to lose the Rift Herald here, which is...
Umpty, though, he is still very, very strong. As we have a look at this one more time, this is going to be that first blood that we saw onto Canyon. Got caught out of position. I thought when the stun missed that he might have been okay, but nope. The power of Braum in the early game.
He also just stayed so long there. Lava's just going to help clean this up. Showmaker, really unfortunate flash there that he ends up losing. And this is the play that, you know, you get punished for as Fredit Brion without sending anybody bottom and just leaving Henna and Delight here, because it's not... I mean, this is essentially a 5-man on the bottom side because Khan is also cannon barraging.
Yeah. yeah.
It's like,
well... And it's also, like, the teleport was so late from Lava there as well, and then decides that he's going to try and run away, but that was never going to happen. And I think that Shockwave just...
And unfortunately for Hoya, he's like trying to back, but he's been slowed down. This is nasty. Henna.
I've seen this one before. This isn't a replay, right? This is actually just Henna dying again as goes. Tanks up the turret for quite a long time, but gets out of range just in the nick, and he's going to be all right.
Well, this is starting to become...
As he is towards the top side of the map, might just throw it down mid, as we're going to see Henna die again.
Yeah.
No flash, no chance.
As you can see, Delight is not nearby, and he knows he can't do anything to save him, so doesn't even come down, just heads up to the mid lane. And yeah, the Rift Herald gets tossed in mid.
Yep. He's going to be able to grab some plates here, as we can see. But it looks like Lava's not going to be able to get that second to last one. But still, he's ahead by 1 creep. Going to reset for the moment, moving back towards Ghost, as we can see. Hoya get himself out of the way, but doesn't have Showstopper available right now. Teleport to come in. This is going to be a 5v5, and maybe this is where Fredit Brion can get the work done, as the Orb is going to get reset back towards Lava. Let's keep our eye on it, as I believe that was Shirley going over to the Viego, who can now go invisible. The arrow's going to connect onto Beryl. Flashes. There's some grey health as well. Good Rune Prison onto Umpty as the ball is being respected. Damwon just moving around it. Showstopper comes in. That is going to be the Shockwave immediately popping the Tahm Kench, and the Gangplank is going to go down as well. Showmaker off to the side, but he's going to get caught, and the Viego does indeed manage to find his window. And really beautifully timed from Fredit Brion, though, not actually fighting for the Rift Herald, fighting for actually winning the fight.
Yeah, Showmaker caught.
Yeah, Umpty is going to dive on in already. So much damage as he does phase rush to get himself out of the way. Umpty, that was a bit of an unfortunate flash, but it doesn't actually matter. Uses it to close the distance. And I am sorry, Umpty, it was absolutely
but this is definitely winnable.
Yeah, and you can see just if they manage to find these 5v5s, it gets really difficult, as Canyon possibly going to get caught out of position here. Safeguard on cooldown. He's going to have to try and kick Umpty away. Gets the knock up as well, as Khan is in position. That's the flash over the wall, but Khan is still very strong, as Canyon avoiding some Qs. Cannon Barrage goes down. That's the Devour, as in goes Canyon once again. The Viego falls, and Damwon Kia, they still got it. For him in the jungle as well, as we're going to see Khan try and run away from Umpty here. Cannon Barrage goes down though, and Heartbreaker's already on cooldown. Let's see whether Khan can actually... No, he's not going to survive. Facebreaker comes on in, but has he bought enough time for Showmaker to get himself a kill? Rune Prison comes down, and yeah, that's a very dead Gangplank or Umpty.
Yeah.
Or Viego, depending on what you want to say. That confused the heck out of me. So you do always have to be very careful when you are at a man disadvantage. With the set in the bottom lane, Fredabreon should have a lot more difficulty fighting this one out.
That one ward on the Baron Pit is so valuable.
Might just get picked off here. Yeah, it puts up the door, goes golden, but I have a feeling he's still going to... Oh no, able to stand beside the minion, but yeah, Abyssal Dive is going to do it. And that is going to be the pick. Cannon Barrage just to slow the approach from Fredabreon, who know they have to group up, but Showmaker says absolutely not. Everfrosts the Orianna to death, and if they don't have all of their pieces of the puzzle, Fredabreon falls apart, and now Damwon think that it's enough for them to take a Baron.
Oh, they absolutely can here. They're just going to rush over and take it. Unfortunately for Fredabreon, they don't have really great any ways to turn this. They have an Ash Arrow, but there's not enough damage to get Umpty resets.
Well, there's some barrels going down. Umpty taking a lot of damage here as Canyon looking for his opportunity. Doesn't have the kickback available just yet. As Beryl taking a lot of damage. That's a lot of grey health that he has, though, and he's able to move out of the way of Hoya. I'd be triggered if I was him. I'm not going to lie to you. That was such a low health Tahm Kench, and Damwon will take the top laner and the Baron. Cannon Barrage is so valuable. As Damwon now looking to collapse. Showmaker's on the bottom side. Realm Warp is available. Ghost will be able to take this one down. That is the kick, but it misses just a little bit there onto Canyon. But it doesn't seem to matter too much as Hoya will get taken down extraordinarily low and then die just after the show gets stopped. Now Lava possibly in trouble as well, as Showmaker was looking to try and get over that wall, but unable to quite position himself right to mix that one up. Can do some pretty funny things with the Realm Warp, but it didn't quite work as Siege Minion.
Yeah, plus
kind of really changing this one.
His Sterak's proccing there really nicely. He's super tanky.
Oh, Moonlight Vigil goes down. That's a Cannon Barrage as well as Canyon looking for his opportunity. He finds Lava with a beautiful kick. Henna's already dead as the flash forward from Umpty looking for his opportunity, but no! Oh, tries to dive onto Showmaker. He gets devoured and then goes straight back in to murder the set. And now Damwon will continue the push on the top side.
This might actually be the push to end. I think there's a pretty good chance with Umpty down for 35. Your Ashe is dead. You don't have a way to clear these minions very well. I mean, you've got only the Orianna, and she's going to do a decent job, but Damwon is starting to threaten kills here.
Yeah.
They have the wave.
We got another Serrated Dirk as well for Khan. Like, these barrels need to be mega respected. My goodness. First Nexus turret goes down. I think the next one's not long for the world. 30 minutes is a pretty quick game, as that's another showstopper onto Showmaker, but he's got himself a stopwatch, of course. Look at the AoE as Ghost just murders everyone. Henna also going to suffer the same fate. Was that a quadra kill just randomly at the end of the game? I believe it was. And the Nexus is going to go down. Damwon with a statement game in game number 1 against Fredabreon. Remember, the team that was able to take them out in the first round. They're going to savor this victory for just a little while.
It is a kind of weird...
Is this the pentakill? Can we get the pentakill? Oh! There's the dive in. He managed to get the kill. Is that the penta? I don't know.
I don't think so.
The game's over. He stood up to the Orianna in lane that we've seen be a very difficult lane for the Ryze to be able to get too much done in, and still be able to make all of those Realm Warp plays to make sure that Damwon did get the early advantages that they were looking for. Khan as well, absolutely fantastic performance.
You have a lot of power with what Fredabreon have brought to the table. The one thing that sticks out like a sore thumb, though, when you look at this composition, when the Wukong is locked in, you go for the Rakan, is the Ryze isn't going to have as much power in terms of what Ryze can do in a longer fight, because you're so engage-driven with this composition. If the engage goes very well, the Ryze is going to be amazing, right? You're going to pop off. But if it ends up being neutral or you don't have those opportunities...
On that bottom side, unless, it's starting to really get into a whole bunch of trouble, and then...
Could be a bit of a bait played out from Showmaker, but minions here and Umpty here. I don't know about this.
Umpty's going to spot him. There's the flash forward as Lava actually flashes on top of Showmaker. Immediately gets out though, and Umpty's going to get taken down. Beryl as well. Going to need to flash here on the bottom side as the piercing arrow will take down the Trundle. Ghost wasn't even there anymore, so...
Be able to continually farm here, it's going to be very, very difficult. So we're going to watch this one more time. So Umpty actually gets the scout here with the sweeper, so he knows Xin Zhao's in the brush. So Lava flashes forward here as soon as they see that, because they think they can blow up Showmaker first, but the Scout of the Week is perfect, and Canyon's like, what? Like, what are you doing, man? Now he doesn't have flash, and over here, yeah, this is a bit weird. Just trying to block so that he can get the back off, but dies because of it. Probably could have just canceled the back and walked away there, but either way. It's a trade back here for Fredabreon.
Which is a bit unfortunate. Henna also flashed, so I guess there's that, as that's a great stun. Q's going to connect as well, and it's exactly what this combo can do. The flash out, the safeguard, and Canyon, he wants to get to 900 points, I think, as now Umpty's in trouble. Showmaker only level 5, so he's not going to be able to use the ultimate or anything like that, but he's going to be able to slow down Umpty here as Beryl moving on over, and Umpty's just going to get scattered to death.
Yeah, Umpty dies here, Lava gets out, but, you know, at the end of the day...
From the cannon minion, they'll put down Shelly as well to get even more plates, and this is how you deal with a Syndra that doesn't do quite as much damage anymore. You get her extraordinarily fed. That's going to do it as Canyon dives on in, dives on out. And the Realm Warp is going to attempt to follow, but Lava is not actually going to be able to capitalize on that one. Hoya now extraordinarily low, but as is Khan, but the flash was used on the top side. Wonder whether we'll actually get to see that and what actually eventuated as over goes Canyon. Looks to get underneath this turret as, yeah, that's just a very comfortable kick, and Canyon's going to be able to tank up that last hit. And more plates going to be taken here as this snowball is rapidly that one kill. That's all that separates Darmonkir from a perfect game this time around. Okay, Delight like only getting worse as Canyon lands the Q onto Delight, but of course, tricky target to lock down. Showmaker's going to do it though, as Delight takes half of his health bar. Shirley still here, because now Umpty's in trouble. Crescent Guard comes through yet again. The kickback onto the Xin Zhao, and yeah, you can ult. Is going to survive, is now Canyon going to get knocked up. The flash forward from Beryl was odd, and he's going to get taken out, but it's going to be traded. A double kill somehow for the Rakan, as Delight's decided that he's carrying. Henna's decided that he's split pushing the remainder of this one, as Darmonkir actually lose out on the 2 turrets for 1. But being able to win out on the trade, especially when you were that far behind, is certainly a good feeling. As Chains of Corruption come out here, let's see whether Khan's Mega Gnar is going to work out here. Takes a lot of damages already. They've traded. Delight just falls, and Khan crushes his way out. Ghost also now trying to be able to get this kite working as he flashes away from Hoya. Good knock up there from Umpty, but a bit split on the focus here from Fredit Brion. As Darmonkir now with the man advantage, also Khan with teleport, will be able to get back for this fight around the Infernal Drake.
There's a lot of poke here for this Varus. You have to respect it in these longer fights.
Yeah. Canyon going to be able to get himself out here as Hoya now doesn't have... Okay, my goodness, Showmaker, so much damage. The 4-man stun theoretically, except one of them was dead before anything could happen, and the Realm Warp is going to be an evacuation tool as Darmon will be able to lock down this Drake. Beryl still looking for more, as you can see. Crescent Guard with still half of its cooldown left remaining. But Darmonkir not going to overcommit this time around. They're just going to guarantee Soul Point. As Umpty going to get spotted. They're fighting over the Brambleback. Showmaker immediately just pushes the Xin Zhao away. Not so audacious on that charge, unfortunately, as in goes Canyon now looking for his opportunity. Chains of Corruption connect, but the junglers are going to get traded. Delight also limping away from the fight, and a 1-for-1 is good for Fredit Brion, because they're the team that's behind. As Khan, he's decided that it's not actually going to be a 1-for-1 as he locks down the Mega Gnar. Flash is available, but he's holding on to it. As Hoya cycloning his way out. Henna's going to get exhausted here as Beryl shows up. He's a little bit by himself, but he has that subjugate as Hoya now just trying to be tricky. In goes Khan, misses the ulti, unfortunately, and the crush not quite going to work out either as Beryl, till this Drake does spawn. Darmon with a lot of vision in this area. That Rift Scuttler decides to go into the Dragon's house for a moment.
Yeah, that confused me for a second.
Arrow is going to get the flash out of Henna. That means now Henna is a sitting duck. If Canyon decides that he wants to kill him, it's likely that he will just die.
Khan is about to have his Narbar too. He did not have it at the start of this exchange, but he is going to have it now.
Yep, a lot of big buttons available. It's just the Enchanted Crystal Arrow that's on cooldown. Pillar now down as well, though, as Delight gets on in there. Let's have a look for the quickness as in goes Hoya, finds the flank, but my god, the Scatter the Weak is huge. The Gnar is even bigger as Darmonkir try and get this one worked out, but no, the interruption on Canyon's approach, and now it might just be enough here for Fredit Brion as Showmaker. Yeah, they don't have a smite. As Umpty didn't even have to use his by the looks of things, but still they deny the soul as, oh no, here's the re-engage. Showmaker finds some extra buttons. Yeah, they are going to move on over. They need to check everything though. Hawkshot gives Darmonkir all of the information. Blue Trinket goes down. Showmaker lying in wait off to the side, getting all of the orbs in position. Piercing Arrow is going to go wide. As Beryl comes on through here, they get stunned, both of them, in fact, by Lava. Throws out the Everfrost as, oh no, Canyon gets the kickback onto Henner. Oh, he does go down, but that is exactly the target he was looking for, as now Umpty doesn't have that Crescent Guard available. Boulder connects onto Lava, who is now going to have to carry this one. Does do a fair bit of damage as Damwon continue to press forward. Hoya diving on in. Beryl, though, is going to be absolutely fine. And Umpty, oh, Showmaker just says goodbye. That's it. That's called the "you're no longer playing the video game" button.
Oh, the double!
Yep. The scat of the weeks are just so beautiful. There's the stopwatch that Showmaker had been holding on to this entire time. But the Cyclone's fantastic Realm Warp to try and get Lava out, and it is going to do it as Beryl spots him out. Delight is here, both of them on absolutely no health. And Delight sacrifices himself for his pirate captain Rise. And it may not have actually been enough, as there's a pillar to lock him down. Triple kill.
In 10 seconds here, because you have such an advantage. And Syndra, part of the reason why she fell out in pro play is because her abilities are extremely binary. But if you hit every Scour of the Week every time and the damage every time, this is so heroic from Delight to try to save.
Yeah,
Henna.
right.
But it doesn't matter. The kick still goes off here, and Canyon lives forever. They get the kill. When you hit every single Scour of the Week, it's just so impactful. And in Damwon Kia's case in this situation, it's like, this is almost winnable for Frederick Brion, right? Like, they're almost able to do it. Khan's super low. He's running out of his Narbar. And yet still, Showmaker hits it every single time. He does so much damage. And the one time he's vulnerable, he has his stopwatches. Umpty.
Yeah, gonna have to Crescent Guard again defensively, as the arrow is gonna get flashed. So unfortunately, not gonna have that one available.
It's
somehow Lava's going to get stunned. Oh dear. It's just honestly unlucky Lava this whole game. Oh, so sad. Things just like not going his way, unfortunately, as now Damwon Kia looking to lock down the Drake. Hoya, take a bit of damage there, and by a bit I mean quite a lot from Showmaker.
It's just so hard to walk through into this pixel brush right now. When you don't know where Showmaker is standing, your whole team could be stunned.
Oh, look at the Narbar for Khan as he
so
wraps
perfect.
around. They have the information. So Frederick Brion likely not going to walk into it, as the scatter onto Hoya denies his engage with the Nimbus Strike. Now Khan with that huge Narbar. Oh, the steal from Henna is going to deny the Infernal Soul once again.
Time to evacuate, though. You got to get out of here.
They certainly do. Henna's going to get slowed down as in goes Canyon, gets the kickback, but he goes the wrong direction. The Wallop is going to connect, though, and Khan says that he's going to save it, and he absolutely does. Lava, he goes into his Zhonya's, but unfortunately it's in amongst 5 people, and Henna just can't do anything. 1 versus 5. It was a bit odd with how it worked out. However, Damwon Kia are going to run over the fight. The arrow's going to connect again as Ghost proves that he is just the better Ashe on the day. And Damwon will be able to break open the base.
They have a minion wave here, so that is just going to be the push to end. Very easy cleanup for Damwon Kia. When they turned the fight, it was looking a little bit scary there for a second. The steal did come through, but they end up getting caught. Damwon Kia playing our first Syndra on this new patch. It wasn't about the mana, I don't think. It was about Showmaker just absolutely crushing with his Scatter of the Weeks all game long. And there's another one.
Another 3-man, just a casual 3-man is okay, let's see whether we can kill the Nexus before Khan dies, and they are able to do that, so a 2-0. He's like, well, I mean, I'm either dead or we're going to win the game, so I'm just going to have a drink. I'm donezo here. As Showmaker, with more than 10k ahead of his lane opponent, definitely did far more damage than anybody else in this game.
Thank you very much, guys. This is Season with the POG Interpretive Translation, joined by Kenyan Showmaker, getting their revenge on Frederick Brion off the first round robin. How are you feeling, Kenyan? I'm happy that we picked up a very clean 2-0 victory. What about you, Showmaker? Feels great. Short and concise answer from Showmaker, thank you. You know, you guys do struggle a little bit against Frederick Brion, but this time around, the mid-jungle duo were performing so well. What was your plan in taking down your counter team? I don't think we never, fell behind Frederick Brion too bad. So that's a bad framing. But still, as long as we focus on our own role, we believe that we will be able to take them down. And Kenyan, we have a question about your Lee Sin. We all know you are a Premier Lee Sin player, but you haven't been playing that a lot. here in the summer split, but you decided to get back on that Lee Sin duty in the current patch and these days. So is that about, the patch? Is that about the jungle playstyle? Tell us about it. It all just depends on the draft, when you need more AD damage, Lee Sin does a great job. Then let's take a look at the replay where Kenya, you were able to turn the game around with your two-man kick in the enemy jungle. So here's a replay of it. When did you realize that Seth was also TPing into that jungle? At that point, when I just saw him. So that kick was a spur of the moment, right? Did you calculate or feel like you're gonna survive that fight? Not really, That wasn't planned, and I thought this was a very bad angle for us, but I just wanted to get the best value out of that given situation. Showmaker, what did you feel when you saw that accident happening when you were on the top lane? I needed more farm at that moment, so I wasn't aware of what was exactly happening. I was just like, I can't roam. And then I zoomed onto that side of the map, and it was not that bad. And here in the 11.15 patch, Syndra got buff on your Q skill, so we were excited to see your Syndra today. What do you think of that champion in the current patch? Syndra is definitely good. She did get a big buff, especially if you are a player who played Syndra for a long time, You can definitely realize that she's become a lot more stronger, but I'm a little bit bummed that I wasn't able to land Q today. What about your E, Tell us about your tips about, landing all the CCs onto the enemies. Skill shots are about, trying a lot and practice. Game 2, it was all about Showmaker Kenya just outplaying the opponent. And at some points, you guys had your foot on your gas pedal, but Freddy Brion was actually able to stop you guys from time to time, especially about the objective stills and stuff like that. So were you guys kind of afraid at the moment you guys had the accidents like that? Well, it was a bummer, But those kind of accidents or mistakes are the ones that we can actually work on and improve. And I think we have to. However, in the second round robin, whenever Damwon Kia wins, it's only 2-0. I think you guys are definitely on the up and up trend. Do you guys also feel the same way? I think, we are now pretty much adapted to everything, and we kind of learned and realized, and we're all on the same page on how to win the game. And I think we are having a really good influence and impact coming into the later part of the split. We also had another pun from Ghost. Do you also like that as well? No. Just about in-game plays. Just about the gameplay. I guess the players are not on the same page about the puns. I kind of like that. Not gonna lie. Damwon Kia is still aiming for a higher seeding in the playoffs. You have Gen.G Leaf Sandbox on your schedule. I think two teams are both having a great form right now. I think we have to, keep grinding and improve. And if we can improve, I think they are also doable teams. What about you, Showmaker? Now that we locked in a playoff spot, it's good, but I don't want to, get caught off guard. So I hope we can start off the playoff on the higher seeding, so we can keep pushing the momentum forward in order to end the split on a good note. This will be the end of the interview from Kenya. Showmaker from Damwon Kia, and I'm gonna pass it back to our casters. Thank you.